Now, before we go back to some more, and we've saved the best for last, Representative Duncan, a Republican of South Carolina, who I believe this is his first year. This guy's a piece of work. It is always interesting to me, and it really is, I mean this literally, to hear someone in the old guard of the power establishment in this country, in this case it would be Hillary Clinton, taking stupid and naive questions from somebody who is not yet in the loop. That would be Representative Duncan of South Carolina. There is so much deceit, so much hypocrisy, so many lies told by the U.S. State Department in its activities around the planet, by the CIA in its activities around the planet. So much of it is kept from the public. If we knew what was being done in the name of the United States of America, it might cause a real rebellion, not what this punk-ass former rock and roll, drug-addled freak says. What's his name? The one that, National Rifle Association rock and roller guy. Huh? Yeah, Ted Nugent. It's screw him. He is a coward to begin with. But I'm talking about real issues, not about Obama coming for your guns. Jesus Christ, they won't leave that alone, will they? But the deception and the lies and the things that are done in the name of the United States of America, in the name of the people of the United States, if these secrets were out, that's why Julian Assange is such a threat to corporate America. And all of this activity, for the most part, is done to make sure that corporate America and capitalism can operate in its usual predatory, vicious way, without any interference from their religious fanatics. We have our religious fanatics, but they've been bought off. There's no way to buy off the religious fanatics in the Muslim world, because the religious fanatics and just the Muslims themselves have been fighting against the Christian devils for 1,200 years now. So, this is just the same old. But I'm digressing too far here. When we start talking about weapons, light artillery, heavy machine guns, all kinds of rockets, RPGs, all of this weaponry, a great deal of which is made in either the United States, Russia, or China. And then it gets into the hands of various groups around the globe, and the murder and mayhem begins. But when talking about weapons in this country or that country, it is almost laughable to listen, especially to someone like Rand Paul, who wants to know if any of the weapons from Libya are making their way into Turkey. Now, let me back up. Do you remember a few weeks ago when Syria launched rockets against Turkey, and Turkey responded with its own barrage of artillery. And then that stopped very quickly. Why did the Syrians do that? Now, granted that al-Assad is al-Assad. I mean, I'm not going to defend him or even talk about him. He has been responsible, as far as we here in the West know, for the deaths of 60, 70, 80,000 of his own citizens. But why did Syria attack? Well, because I'll tell you why. And I have this on very secure information. Turkey has been kind of the pipeline through which weapons have gone to the Syrian rebels. Now, when Rand Paul asked his question today about weapons going to Turkey, this is what Bruce writes. He was alluding to supplying weapons to the rebels in Syria via Turkey. He knows this is true, and it was trying to bait Secretary Clinton into breaching national security. You see how this game is played? I don't think there's anybody who was in that hearing today, Democrat or Republican, except some of these freshman teabag freaks who couldn't find their ass with both hands and a roadmap. But the power establishment that has been involved in every action of the United States government where it concerns overthrowing governments, destabilizing governments, ruining currencies, blah, 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 blah. They understand how this game is played. To even hint that the United States might be supplying weapons to the Syrian rebels through Turkey or Israel or dropping them on the wings of little yellow canaries would never be talked about. And this punk-ass Rand Paul knows that. Now, I say punk-ass because he doesn't have the courage to come right out and say it. He wants to try to entrap Hillary Clinton. I'm sure Rand's daddy has told him all the secrets. So Rand Paul can sit there and ask a question like that. And like any good attorney, is he an attorney? He does not ask questions to which he doesn't already know the answers. Did any of those weapons go to Turkey? And of course, Hillary, playing her role, Turkey? Well, I don't know. You'd have to add blah, 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 blah. Maddening. So again, let me state that the element of fun that I saw today, and that's a very perverse word to use in these kinds of circumstances, but I can't help it, was seeing Hillary and the Republicans doing this death dance. Round and round and round we go. Da-dee, da-da, da-da, da-dee. And the Democrats on both House and Senate panels who didn't come to question Hillary. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. No. They came to praise Hillary, not to question her. And to listen to the Democrats on these two committees who just couldn't say enough about the Blessed Mother sitting in front of them. So here we are back to St. Hillary. Now, I told Kathy, we were both home today at one point, and while Molly was in school, sometimes we pass in the kitchen like that. And I had MSNBC on, and I said, take a look, quick. And she said, what? I said, that's the next president of the United States. And there was Hillary Clinton. You know it. I know it. Joe Biden doesn't have a chance. Forget about it. Forget about it. Hillary Clinton is more a part now of that military, industrial, financial power clique in this country than Joe Biden could ever hope to be. And as far as the Republican, what are they going to do? Run Marco Polo Rubio against her? What are they going to do? Rick Santorum, he of the dead fetuses, is he going to run again? Hey, Rick, your church today said that dead fetus that you carry around in the jar, that it really wasn't a person. It was a fetus. Did you know that, Rick? Your church. This is insanity. We live what's his name? Greg Palast nailed it. We live in a goddamn armed madhouse. Are you aware of that? We have Ted Nugent over here playing with himself again, just getting all excited to the point where he probably crapped in his pants again while he talks his big talk about the president. Come take our guns. And over here, we have two hearings with the House and the Senate, with the Secretary of State, and not one of them has the courage to really bring up the real issues. Oh, my God, my God, my God.